先ほどシャワー室を見つけましたの。
あ、そうなんですね。
あなたも来るんですのよ。
What? Active shower. They're defenseless in there, so having a guy guard the outside makes sense. Not sure why they thought to pick me though.
一番男らしいと認められた証拠じゃない。
まあ、科学君は
Well, I guess that makes sense. Techie's just a kid, and Dolph is a bit on the androgynous side.
さて、では行こうか。
どこに？
わからないのか？
わかります。
I'm not, I swear.
シャワー室を覗きに行くに決まっている。
女性が何を言ってるんですか？
I immediately blow my reply. She's a legendary detective, sure, but when the world is she get?
女性だからといって舐めてもらっては困るよ。そしてこのような場面では大抵。
あまりにもイメージが
Hold on, this isn't like you're all. Isn't that just a trope in anime? I mean, you're a girl too. Shouldn't you hate keeping promises?
ああ、死ねばいいと思う。
じゃあさせないで
Then
くだ
that
さ
makes
いよ。
me one. Once again, I found myself shouting out loud. How could a legendary detective even suggest something?
でも安心したまえ。
Just when you say that was me. What is it?
エンドシーンは悲劇を生む力。そして覗きを行った
わかりたくもない。
No, and I don't want to anyway.
本音を言う。思いつエンドシーンで覗きができるのか。
いい加減にしてくださいよ。
Come on, quit it.
窓って
It's
言っ
not
て
the
る
one
じゃ
and
ない
women
です
who
か。
become detectives want
正義で
justice.
探偵を志して
I
い
just
る
go
の
around
に。
peeping. Wait, don't tell me. This feeling it's.
釣られたな。私に反論していれば、シャワー室を視覚情報としてエンドシーングが発動する条件は。
わかりましたね。
You set me up! Next moment, my vision flickers.
家族ちゃんは
あんな庶民に何を思いと言うんで。
私は素敵な子だ。
全然ダメダメの変。
言い過ぎです。無能探偵を悪く言うと。
ごめんなさいね。もちろん本当は自分ですが、この島での出来事は。
My voice inadvertently slips out of Posh's confession. So this is why she's so fixated on being our chief. Is he anything new?
どうして見張りが
無能ちゃん、それだけはやっちゃいけなかったわ。
やはり
ロリコンペドイ。
こんな知れ者。
Posh's clenched fist pointed directly in my face. Yeah, the sound of bones happened.
おかえり。大変な目にあったね。とても興味深い経験ができた。
You're telling me that now? My head is pounding, my vision is skewed, and my nose won't stop bleeding. When will this happen?
ああ、すまない。思わぬ自分、いくら余地とはいえ、自分が死ぬという情報は
殴っていいですか？
I hate you.
触れられるものなら。
Holmes giggles with pure, unadulterated delight. Spending so much time with her, I've come to realize that she's childlike, mischievous, and more fraught with negative traits than I thought. She's an absolute nuisance, but oddly enough, I find that side of her to be as charming as anything. Ultimately, my heart's been completely enraptured by this woman. It's like a Shenford Holmes.
あなた、鼻血を垂らして。
Huh? I look up to see Posh and the others. They must be done showering. Can you catch a pleasant smell of shampoo? Shower sounds nice. I think I'll think of myself later. No, because it was
こ
on.
の知れ者。
We continue combing every inch of the facility while Techie works on the distribution board, and while I work on getting this fucking headache out after Posh smashed me in the head.
美食さんの鼻で芸道探偵たちを探せませんの？
ごめんね。私たちの匂いも入り混じってしまっているし。ただ確かなのは、見つから下道ちゃんや社畜ちゃんのような一流の探偵が本気で隠密に。
あの二人なら僕らが入れない。
Those two are placed somewhere we can't access, I wouldn't even think to look. Only option, maybe to wait for an opportunity.
こそこそと隠れてエレベーター。
家族ちゃん、二人で今一度私の嗅覚とあなた。
So they can't.
誰がジャガバターですの？ジャガイモにしてもバター、せめてエビマヨと言いなさい。エビはもちろん
いや、何ですかその無意味な。
They're always just picking about an animist, no feelings.
私たちは何をしましょうか。
さっきちらっと見かけた資料
Why
室
didn't
を
you
調
check
べ
out
て
the
みるのは
archives we glanced at earlier?
10年前
Secret
に
police
秘密
might
警
have
察
some
が
info
起こした
about
誘
that
拐事
kidnapping
件
in
に
Tunisia.
なるほど。あなたにしては賢いアイディアです。
We head to the archives and start rummaging through the mountains of books and shelves. Touch some sparkles into the odd stuffy room. It's gonna be a struggle. So much dust. Nobody's cleaned this place in
これ
ages.
では本たちがかわいそうです。パッと見ただけでも。
鳥が積もってるってことは
All this dust proves that workaholics and men
調べきれてない証拠だよ。
Are they looking for could still be here? Just me, I feel like there's missing data on that computer. You have to find a place on them there.
とは言っても
But there's much to sift through. Even a full day work wouldn't be enough to finish. I hold back a sigh as I look at the shelves. I don't even know how the books are organized. Looking at secret police documents, all of this is in tall order. I begin to dread how much time I should take. Bookworm, on the other hand,
違う。これも違う。日本語にすらなってない。
she's beside me taking books off the shelves and flipping through them. She makes a comment about each one as she stacks them on the table. Her speed is remarkable. She spends only about a dozen or so seconds per book. All I can do is stare, incredulous at the sight.
文学さんものすごいスピー
Bookworm,
ドで
you're
読み進め
going
てい
so
るけど
fast. Can you
それ
really
本当
feel
に読めてる
go
の
like that?
その年齢で速読を身につけていないのですか？少女は意外。
Age has nothing to do with it. I don't think many people can speed read, period. In fact, I think a lot of people don't even know the technique exists to begin with.
では、この島から帰ったら教えてあげま。
ありがとう
Flick through the pages.
まあ、読書は私の専門分野ですから。
オッケー分かったよ
Okay,
この方はよろしく
gotcha.
ね
Thanks for handling the hard part. Okay. Whenever I find anything about the secret police or something that could contain other information. Yes. Hold on.
次の本はまだですか？少女は
ごめんちょっと待ってて
Sorry, just a sec.
どれが参考になる資料なのか
やれやれ。
Bookworm stands in place, idly scanning the shelves from one end to the other.
少女は本棚の中央を指さして。一見不可思議な並び背拍子の劣化具合からこの本棚が私たちに必要な機密。
Wow, you're right. You really are getting it. The spines of the volumes in Bookworm's hands are practically two completely separate colours. Again, now the colors indicate sequential order, which confused me a bit. Now I realise they're sorted by year of registration.
よく分かったね
Nice
さすが
hat.
は
They
文
don't
学
call
探
you
偵
Bookworm for nothing.
いや、この程度は常識なのですか？
ごめんなさい
Sorry.
図書館なんて学校くらいでしか使っ
まったく仕方ありま。読書は脳の呼吸だと言っても過言ではありません。
ありがとう
Thanks, I'll be looking forward to it. We get back to it. I gather the books, and Bookworm reads them. Many cover the SP, but in the key sections often blacked out. Time passes, and we learn nothing new. As the volumes begin to pile up across the table, and look finally seems to turn around. Bookworm raises her voice in a style of yell.
どうしたの文学さん
What's wrong,
何か見つけ
Bookworm?
た
Find something?
はい。おそらく多くのページは黒塗りにされていて読めませんが。
Huh? What do you mean? Does it say something weird about Holmes? Bookworm shakes her head.
それがこの本では北条ワトという男性の名前で記載されている
Actually, this detective's name is
死亡
Walter
扱い
Hodge.
をされているんです。
Text. Huh?
私たちのよ
What? May I take a look? I hurriedly grabbed the book, scanning over the page in question. Wato Hojo. My name is right there, plain as day. What, so I'm Ideal Detective? This is meant to be some kind of joke. I'm definitely not laughing.
北条あとは3度目の実験にて覚醒
Watto Hojo awakened during experimental trial 3. Subject was expected to develop his ideal detective, but died in combat against an SPX during trial 5. What is this? I read the section over and over, believing I must be mistaken, but I'm not. Any post-death information has been redacted, so I can't read it. But it's clear that I was treated as the ideal detective. What does this mean? My heart pounds. I don't even notice how I was starting to sweat. Anxiety burrows into my chest, as if all these absurdities are just a product of my overactive imagination. Holmes, reading this book. I reach out my mind. Holmes looks reluctant, but gravely opens his mouth to speak. So everything that's been here is really... Me? But there's nothing special about me. I don't get it. What does it all mean? A guest? Incompetent, you free for a chat? I look up to see Workaholic suddenly standing before me. He's holding Bookworm's limp body in his arms. Is he unconscious? What did you do to her, Workaholic? She's just taking you shouldn't have read that book. Now, are you going to quietly hand it over? Workaholic draws a wire saw from his watch as he speaks. But unmistakably a threat, he really doesn't want us reading that book. Before I do, tell me something. This says that I should be ideal detective. What does it mean by that? You were there 10 years ago, so you know, don't you? No point arguing that you'd be better off not finding out, so fine, I'll tell you. But on one condition, in exchange for truth, you have told me to kill Renegade Detective. Kill him? His nonchalant proposal nearly makes me recoil. He acts as if he's making a completely ordinary offer. Why do you want him dead so badly? You need human life for some sort of bargaining chip just isn't right. You say that's because you aren't aware of how terrifying he truly is, Watto Hojo. He says my real name, making it implicitly clear that he knows everything about me. Plain to see that Workaholic was deeply involved with those events from my past. I haven't found him yet, but he's probably listening in right this second. Things will get ugly if he learns what's really happening back there. Can't just share that information with you when he's still out there. I need his consistent definition his call. I swear to keep your hands clear of it, so please, lend me a cooperation. I have to send a specific message from my D-pad to Renegades to detonate the collar, right? Why would Holmes give me that kind of authority? Why wouldn't you just give it to you instead? Honestly, I have no idea. It made me suspicious of your background at the outset. So it turns out that you're a survivor from those events 10 years back. If anything, I had considered you as my top pick for being the Quartermain Duke. I remember how much distrust Workaholic regarded me when we first met. So that was because I've been on his radar from the get-go. It's only natural, seeing as for all he knew, I could have harbored a seething hatred for the DA this entire time. But now I understand why the chief trusted you so much. See how earnest and driven you truly are. If I were more genuine like you, I would have preferred one. Glad you wouldn't have died by my hand. Workaholic's voice sounds bitter and yet it still carries that gentle tone I know so well. He's certain his words come from the heart. There's still time, Workaholic. Come back and join us. You don't have to go to all this trouble to kill him. We can all work together and bring Renegade Detective in. I appreciate the offer, but it's too late. Do you even understand how much blood my transgressions have spilled? Like Renegade said, I've indirectly claimed the lives of many children. I know my past sins led to these tragedies have occurred more. Anyone knows who died, I'm duty-bound to stop this tragedy. I'll make any sacrifice and show no mercy to any in my way. Even you. I won't back down. If you decide to Renegade, I'll make every last effort to stop you. I've had enough of people dying in front of me while I'm powerless to rescue them. I decided to become a detective so I could save people. Say what you wish. Do you think you could stop me if I decided to kill Bookworm right now? Workaholic quietly brings the wire saw closer to Bookworm, who is still lying in his arms. Stop! My Denimon hasn't kicked in, so I know he doesn't actually intend to kill her. I'm still frozen in place, paralyzed by the thought of Bookworm dying. See, you're still powerless. You don't have the guts to get your hands dirty.
誰かを
Nor can
見
you
殺
bear
し
the
にし
guilt
て
of
罪
leaving
悪感を
someone to
抱
die.
き君が協力してくれ
Your
た
help comes can
下
kill
道
renegade
探偵を
detective.
確実
Why
に殺せ
hesitate? Prevent any further
狙うに
tragedies
決ま
or
ってるで
death.
しょ。
Why wouldn't I hesitate?
相
Don't
手
check
が
his
殺人
cold-blooded
鬼だから
killer.
って
It doesn't warrant
探
taking a
偵は
person's
誰
life.
かを救う職
Is
業
it
じ
a
ゃないです
detective's
か。
job to save people?
救うために殺す
Killing
だ
to
なんて
do so defeats the
本
whole
末転
purpose.
倒です。
As a detective, I just can't accept it. I refuse to let him justify taking lives. Workaholic has seen it all with that gentle lilt of his, but I can only find it deeply disturbing. What would you have to undergo to speak so dispassionately about murder?
ためらうに決まっている
So you're saying that hesitating is a given? Tell me, have you ever heard of the famous
君は
plank
有
of
名な
Carneades?
カル
カルネアデスの
The
船板
plank of Carneades? What's that?
簡単な例え話さ
Simple scenario. Imagine that a
君が乗っ
boat
てい
you're
た
on
船が
is
難破し
shipwrecked and sinks.
沈没した君は命からが
You
ら
cling to a
一
wooden
枚の
plank to
船
stay
板に
alive,
しがみつき
waiting for help to arrive.
救助を待
But
ってい
then,
た
an exhausted sailor swims
二
towards
人がしがみつけば
you.
船
Both
板は
held
沈ん
on,
で
the
しまう
plank
だ
would
ろう
like to sink. So to survive, you'll have to kill the other person. So what do you do?
どう
What do I do?
二人とも生き残るす
Don't give me that naive. I'll find another way to
甘っ
try,
ちょい
Peter.
ことを認
I
め
have only two choices. Kill or die. I can't answer. It's easy to say I'd rather die than kill to this. I'm be that kind of person. But in reality, will it really be so heroic?
タイムオーバーだ
Time's up. While you're busy agonizing, the singer grabbed hold of the board and you both got it.
悩むことが
What's
そ
so
んな
wrong
にい
with
け
you
ま
being
せん
torn
か。
about it? Self-preservation or not, there's no way you can just sacrifice something else so readily.
果たして本当にそうか
Is
な
that so? I wonder.
君が思っ
People aren't
て
so
いる
noble as you believe.
あれほど明るい渋谷さんだ
Downtown are so cheery,
殺
yet
人
also
鬼になり
serious.
果てた
I'm a father, but look at what's become
私
of me.
自身も
Shocking how easily morality can go askew.
その
Besides,
理性
that
は最
monster
初
of
か
a
ら持ち合
detective
わせてい
renegade
な
was
か
never
っ
a
た怪
rational
物こ
person
そ
to begin with.
怪物なんて
A monster? Come on, you exaggerate.
大げさなんかじゃないさ
Not at all. Murder comes easily to
奴
him.
はいともたやすく
Easy
人を殺せ
purchasing
る
a piece of candy and just on
買い
an
物へ
impulsive
常
whim.
人ならば持ち合わ
Max
せる理性
rationality of
を
a
持
normal
っていない
person
ことこ
is
そ
his
が
greatest strength.
奴の
You
強みだ
too will need to abandon his and to take him down. At
相
times,
手を
even
殺す
detectives
覚悟
must
が
have
必要
resolved
な
to
もの
kill.
なんだよ
The resolve to kill. That's exactly what we said back at the underground hangar. At the time, I couldn't muster up anything. It's a clear counter-argument, and so thanks to Holmes, who validated me when all I could do was wrestle with myself.
確かに
You're right, we'll probably an even match if you find the way he does. But stoop to his
探
level,
偵か
and
ら
you're a
殺人鬼にな
maniac
り下がるの
too.
と同じです
Detectives face criminals who
殺
lack
人鬼
all
を相手取
reason.
るからこ
That's
そ
exactly what we've got to
探
think
偵は
ours.
綺麗事だね
That's new modern
さっきも言った通り
idealization. Like I said, you're
君は
trying to
悩
let
んでいる
the
間
lead
に
guys and
何も救えずに死ぬタイプだ
failing to save anyone.
綺麗事ですよ綺麗
That's
事じゃい
exactly
けま
it.
せんか
Idealization is what it's all about. The words leave my mouth before I can stop them. But now that they're out, there's no going back.
そもそも俗に言う名探偵
People say detectives
本
are
来なら
selfish,
警察に
meddling
任
in
せる
what
べき
should
事
be
件に
left
出
to
張ってい
cops,
くわが
right?
ままな存在でし
People
ょ
claim it's about solving
事
cases,
件解
but it's
決
really
のた
about
めそんな
ego.
エゴイストが理
The
性まで
ego
失
is
った
three
ら
reasons there's no better
本
than
当
a
に
killer.
殺人鬼と
The
変わ
moment
ら
you
ないじ
lose
ゃないです
justice,
か
pride, and sense of idealization,
誇りも
you're unfit to be a
あなたみ
detective.
たいな探偵にはなり
I'll
ません
never become a detective like you. I'll always be incompetent, agonizing over every little detail, no matter the
悩み抜いて
circumstance.
綺麗事
A
一つ言えな
detective
くなっ
without a
たら
sense of idealization.
探偵失
There's
格
no detective at all, huh? That seems in
確かに。
particular. I had one
か
once.
つての私も
I
綺麗
talk
事を
of
よく
solving
口
the
にしてい
Dayless
たよ
Night incident and improving our nation.
明けの夜事件
And
の
with
自覚を
justice, I
解く
spoke
ために
ardently about it
綺麗
all.
事を語れなく
I
なっ
can't
た
speak
今
that
の
way
私
anymore.
は
I'm diabolic detective,
鬼畜
or
探
perhaps
偵
just
どころ
plain
か
diabolical. Maybe I don't have any
もは
right
や
to
鬼畜
myself a detective. Workaholic touches his watch and the extended wire retracts with a squeak. He then approaches me with bookworm still unconscious in his
どう
arms.
せその本を解読す
That
るこ
book's
とは
impossible
不
to
可能だ
decipher anyway. I'll
き
leave
も
this
し
in your
本当に
hands.
すがるものが
Just
なく
try
なっ
and
た
reading
時
it
に
now,
は
just in case a time comes where you
今
have
一度
nothing
読んでみ
left
る
to
といい
rely on. I'm sure you realize a few things. Workaholic hands bookworm over to me, and I take her into my arms warily. I can hear her breathing quietly in her sleep. Thank goodness she's safe.
僕を信じて
Does
く
this
れ
mean
る
you
んです
believe
か
in me?
君の信念は否定し
At
ない
least I won't deny your beliefs. My path is
私
an
の
evil
選
one.
択は邪道だ
It's foolish to try and get you
無
involved.
能君だが
However, I
自
don't
分
think
が
I'm
間
in the
違っ
wrong.
ているとも思わ
He
ない
committed to killing Renegade, and I will not back down.
下
I
道
swear
探
to end
偵が
him.
目的を果
In
たし
time, he'll reach his goal and
地
make it
上
to
へ
the
逃げ去る
surface.
までの猶予は
I'll do what it takes to
残
kill
り
him
わず
before
か
then.
だろう
If you think you can stop me,
その前
take your shot. With that, he leaves the room, left holding the sleeping bookworm in my arms. My mind returns to thought experiment, workaholic mentioned. The plank of Carneades.
自分が助かるために人を殺
I'm
すか
killed to survive, or you
自分が
yourself.
死ぬか
I want to be a detective because I can't forget the sight of Psycho dying right before me. I want to be a detective who can save people in those situations. It's all I can ever think about. But if I really was clinging to the plank of Carneades, what would I do? I want to believe I'd have the courage to sacrifice my own life, but in all honesty, I'm not that strong.
ホームズさんは
Holmes, whose life would you prioritize, your own or someone else's? I ask aloud as if wishing for my own salvation, but there's no response. It's the first time she's kept quiet when I'm called out to her like this.
ホームズさん
Holmes, are you sleeping? Is this when she's usually unconscious? If so, she won't wake up for hours, but something feels off about this. Something's wrong.
社畜さんが現れる直前までは起きていた
She's
し
awake just before workaholic
普段
appeared,
と
and
時間が
this
ずれている気がす
isn't
る
when
け
she's usually asleep. No, I can't be overthinking things. Sure, she'll suddenly pop up again. Until then, I'll think of what workaholic said.
ど眠る前にホームズさんは
Before she went to sleep, Holmes
自
said she
分は
was the
2
second
代目
ideal
の理想探
detective.
偵だって言って
So
い
does
た
that make me the first? How can that be true? Must be some ridiculous joke. I have no deductive or leadership skills to speak of.
そうだよ
Also, I failed to save Psycho 10
10
years
年
ago.
前にサイカちゃ
How
ん
could I ever be an
そうだよ
ideal detective?
僕は10年前にサイカちゃんを救えなかったんだそんな僕が理想探偵だったなんて
My memory remains grainy and unclear. I've seen Psycho die countless times in my dreams, but am I really remembering what happened correctly? Someone claiming to be Psycho appeared in front of me. She told me I saved her. She trusted me completely. My memory is all a lie. Could there be some truth about myself I don't know yet?
ホームズ
Holmes, what should I believe? Tell me, Holmes, please say something. I stand still in the archives, speaking to an empty ceiling. And speaking, But no one responds. No matter how much I call, ask, or beg, Holmes won't show herself to me.
あら無能さん、文学さんをおんぶしても。
ああ
She fell asleep while we were
Just
looking
a
into
little
things.
too.
She was just that tired. Carried bookworm who got knocked out by workaholic back to the lobby. Posh is busy working on something on the sofa.
何をしているんですか
What are you doing?
人数分のタオルケットを用意しているのですわ。
確かに
Well, at least the sofas in this lobby beat sleeping on the ground. Get any rest in the maze was impossible. Hadn't considered our sleeping arrangements one bit, so I'm glad Posh already had a
あ
plan.
りがとうございます家族
Thanks,
さん
Posh. Today's been intense. I'm gonna rest for today. Just as I said, bookworm down on the
資料
sofa.
室で何がありましたの？
Huh? That's the last question I was expecting to hear from her. Did I let something slip? I had to keep my face composed as I reply. Wouldn't want to cause any unnecessary
大丈
concern.
夫何もあ
Not
り
at
ません
all.
よ
Everything went fine. We didn't find anything. Just being down.
嘘が下手ですわね。上司に内緒ですべ。
I'm at loss for words. Posh hit me on the head. She sighs deeply as I keep
まったく
silent.
私が言うのもおかしな。そもそも一人で
そう
You're right. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
これは
This
僕
is
自
my
身
own
の
personal
心の
problem.
問題です
Figured I shouldn't
自身
involve
で
anyone else.
解決をしないと
Figured I could solve things on my own.
よろしいこと？探偵の不倫調査から迷子の
確か
True.
他人事に首を突っ込むのは探偵。
にわかりました
Okay, fine. I tell Posh everything that just transpired, that my name was listed as the ideal detective, that I was written about as if I was dead, and a workaholic appeared, wanting me to assist him in killing Renegade.
それは確かに不思議ですわね。普通に考えれば
そうなりますね
Maybe, but I hardly remember a single thing that happened back
私は
then.
10年前に
I can recall from 10 years ago the girl identical to
ホー
Holmes
ムズ
dying
さ
right
ん
in
が
front
そ
of
っくり
me.
だもん
Now I'm ideal detective?
ですが、それも夢の中の話なのでしょう。
それもそうなんです
Yeah, but I think that's all just a dream. Psycho's death is burned too powerfully, too vividly in my brain.
じゃあ死ぬ
Wonder if there's something I don't
ついてい
know.
るんですよ
Nope.
まったく本当にあなた変だね。
腑に落ちるって
ええ、それは理想。あなた見せかけでも擬態。
Things when she puts it so bluntly, but it's the truth, so I reply with no.
私はね、幼い頃から本物を見せられて育ってきましたの。本物を見抜くしですから一目で見抜けたのですわ。あなた
何のしようがありませ
There's
ん
no argument out. Don't know any of the basics of being a detective before arriving on the
さ
island.
に教わらなけれ
Holmes
ば
hadn't told me, I'd
きっと本
sure
当
I'd
に
still
無
be
能なままだった
completely
んだ。
incompetent at this
ホーム
point.
ズが直々に指導していることも理想探偵ともあろうものがな、ただそれも記憶喪失なのでしたらな。
記憶も信じら
I
れない。
can't trust my memory. What can I do?
水さんも教え
The
て
things Holmes and Mark said lining up less and less from my own recollection. So much I don't get. It feels like I'm going crazy.
では悩む前にまずは全てを思い出すことを言う。
Clark speaks decisively.
全てを思い
You
出す。
want me to remember everything? How?
他にも書籍はあったのでしょ。それに私はこの島での経験でこの島で結論を急ぎすぎていた私。
僕が
I came too late.
家族さん。
Honestly, I was so focused on solving the problem at hand, I hadn't considered that at all. I realized how Posh had seen things that way. My eyes started to sting. Oh no, embarrassing as it is, I can't hold back my tears.
泣き虫な名探偵、あなたがただの石ころではなく磨けば庶民を救うのは上流階級の。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Posh. I dry my eyes with the handkerchief she hands me. Right, now's not the time to cry. We tracked workaholic and renegade detective all the way here so that we could stop them. I need to find and apprehend those two first, and then I can work with the others to find the missing pieces of my
さて
memory.
あなたの過去はさておき、彼らが作業中の分電盤へ行ってきますから。
Posh departs towards the hall where the breaker panel is. She has a point, comes to conclusions. First, I need to recall what happened 10 years ago. The events I forgot now. Holmes remembered.
ホームズさん、聞こえて
Holmes,
ます
can
か
you hear me? Still no response. She's out cold and she'll probably be gone for a few more hours. Just have to sum up all the information I've gathered about that kidnapping on my
10
own.
年前に僕らを誘拐
The
した
secret
探
police
偵同盟
is
の前身である
predecessor
機密警察という組織。
Dr. Spatnen
実行犯はその組織に所属して
was
いた社長さん
perpetrated
だ。
by a workaholic who was part of
この
that.
事件は単なる誘拐ではなくて、何らかの異
It
能を
wasn't
開
just
発
a
するための
kidnapping,
実
but
験
an
だった。
experiment to create some
社
superpowers
長
of
さん
sorts.
によれば、八つ咲き号事件を
Workaholic
起こしたの
says 5 of it started upon
社
duty.
畜さんが不滅探偵と
The
呼ぶ人
survivors, some workaholic refers to as invincible detective. That's everything workaholic told me. So now I'll assume... this is all true.
僕が誘拐されたのは、
Taken after invincible detective and their fellow subjects escaped.
そこでサイカちゃん
That's
と
when I met Psycho. We were constantly monitoring the mallet dungeon. The underground labyrinth was meant for researching and developing superpowers. Then did I survive it as ideal detective? This is just the information from that book we found in the archives. Neither its veracity nor the details are very clear. But if workaholics strove so hard to get it back, it seems unlikely that the contents could be so misleading. But then for whatever reason I stopped being an ideal detective and Holmes took on the role instead.
僕が過去に
It claims to be the same Psycho from back then, but that girl's death is actually my memory. There's no way I could be mistaken. So clear that I couldn't possibly doubt it. Psycho died right in front of my eyes. I refuse to believe that was a lie, and yet Holmes says she's Psycho. Documents identify me as ideal detective, Holmes claiming to be long-dead Psycho, an invincible detective, a fellow survivor of those experiments. Got so many questions, my head hurts. How could a hopeless moron like me be ideal detective? Just not buying it.
理想探偵。
Me? Ideal detective? It must be a lie. I sigh, deeply aware of how disappointing my capabilities really are.
じれったいな
How annoying, can't take it. Allow me to open your eyes,
俺の
incompetent.
手で君を目覚めさせてあげる
As dawn arrives, we begin our day.
おはよう、無能くん。
ああ、おはよ
Oh,
う。
hey, morning.
昨日は遅
Hey,
くまで作業
morning,
お疲れ様。
Dolphin. I appreciate you working this
どう
late.
したの？あまりか。
なんでもないよ。
It's
ちょっと考
nothing
え
really.
事をしていたら
I
眠れ
just
なく
had
てね。
too much on my mind to sleep last
そ
night.
れならいいんだけど、それじゃあ僕は顔。
僕は朝
Sounds
食
good.
の
I'll
準
help
備を
out
手伝ってくる。
Gotta stop worrying everyone like this. Once Dolphin and I part ways, I bring myself with a light smack to the cheek. I need to ask Holmes about the past since yesterday, but she still hasn't reappeared. She's been gone for extended periods before, but never this long. I wonder what's going on with her. Maybe she
僕に
prefer
過去
we
の
don't
話
discuss
を
it.
聞かれた。
No, that couldn't be. I feel like I'm probably even considering it. Sure, she's been evasive whenever our history gets brought up, but it's only ever been for my own sake. That's what she's always told me. I mean, she's been on my side this entire time. She wouldn't start stonewalling me now, would she?
きっと寝坊しているだ
Probably
けだ
just
よ。
sleeping in. I repeat this part over and over, trying to convince myself.
無能ちゃん、食器をぼーっと
してないで手伝って。
ごめん今
Sorry,
手伝いに
okay,
行くから。
After breakfast, we all sat together after Techie's advice.
分電盤の修理はほぼ終わったんですが、修理に必要な僕の体質だと導線みたいな安全なものを見つけられなくて。
まあまあ気にしないで。
来るなら来なさい。ピンカートン家に伝わる上流武術。
いや、なんで中国憲法の掛け声なんですか。馬律は日本の武術だという設定。昨日から特に変化もなし。
さすがにもう目的は終えているんじゃないかしら。
今誰も出入り口を見張ってませんけど大丈夫なんでしょうか。ヘリポートから脱出されちゃうんじゃ。
出入り口のシャッターを閉じてロックしておいたから大丈夫ですよ。つまり今この地下研究棟自体不吉なことを言うんじゃありませんわ。
確かにミ
True enough.
ステリー以外で
I'm
異
sure
質
there's
なんて
never
ことは
something mysteries,
なかなか
isn't
聞く機会ありませんよね。
it? Damn, I would laugh if that was updated. Yep, if you look there, rank 2.
文学さん、そっちの道具箱には何も入ってなかった。
工具しかありません。
And all these red lights around, I hope maybe we find some copper wire for some lab analyzer. Instead of taking apart the computers and using their internal wiring, Techie suggested we only do so as a last resort. Apparently, those who got the sense that messing with them must be dangerous. Rather play things safe, considering the sentence to film, for they must hold.
ところで、どうして導線が
ブレーカー内部の導線が古くなって切れていたんです。
もしかして誰かがブレーカーの。
いえ、おそらく経年劣化だ。僕が何度かこの本部の研究。
I wonder what exactly they were researching in the first place.
私も思っていました。私たちは
この施設では以前から実際上の尻を。
それはすごいね。
Wow, that's impressive. So we went intended to use those dioramas for our investigation? The heaviness weighs on my chest and I consider how different things could have been. I should have been murdered. There's supposed to be so many more of us working together to solve the Quarren Duke case. Our investigation would have been further along. That's precisely why the Duke intervened. Still here is hard.
科学君のフレンズも探偵同盟の技術を。
ええ、その通りです。
それ法的に
アウトだからこそわざわざ
なんだか聞いちゃ
I
いけ
feel
ない
like
話
it's
を
just now it's Battlefront.
まあ成功法だけじゃ平和は守れない。八崎港事件については被害者がだからこそしがらみの少ない僕ら探偵同盟に白羽の矢が立ったんだ。
表向きの理由はそうでしょうね。ですが本音を言えば
デコイ
Decoy? You mean the scapegoat?
ええ、その通り。
Precisely.
何も成果が上げられない時に有効なのは私たちが成果を上げられれば御の字。私たちが失敗するどちらに転んでも警察へのヘイトは緩和されるという筋立てですわ。
要するに何としてでも事件を解決しなきゃ。
まったくこの島から脱出した後も問題が山積みで頭が。
We leave the archives and head to the lab. The investigation continues on for some time before partially Sunday.
あら、このパソコンについてるヘッドホンがあれば導線が。
どういうことですか。
Wait, what? How do you mean?
ヘッドホンのコードも楽。へえ、各 PC に
ヘッドホンのコードの構造なんてよく知っています。
断線したコードの修理すらしたことがな。断線するたびにヘッドホンを買い替えていたら
普通は買い替えるんじゃないかな。
僕も買い替えます。
I know I would.
苦労してるのね家族ちゃん。
少女は家族探偵の肩へと手。
別にヘッドホンを買い替える余裕がないほど貧乏だというわけではありませんことよ。勘違いなさらないでくださいましね。ただもはやピンカートン家の名声がすっ。
Yeah, so that's the source of her determination. It's capable of weathering any dishonor or shame for the sake of restoring her family's pride. Her resolve is clear cut and reflects well on her. The distribution board is repaired without incident, so we return back to the elevator. Doesn't mean no
あれ
something.
エレベーターのボタンの
あら本当ね。飛脚ちゃん
いえ反応しません。
考えられるとすれば、
そういえば地下牢に
Alright, there
エ
was
レベー
no
ター
key
の鍵
there.
がありましたね。
Let's see when we left now. Did one of you happen to take it? No one raises their hand. That's not good. In every silence, a morbid thought creeps in my head. And as if to confirm my worst fears, an announcement cracks over the intercom and a familiar voice.
やあ、探偵諸君。やっとエレベーターに電源を通してくれたみたいで。
下道探偵、どこから声が。
Renegade detective? Where's his voice coming from? I glance around and spot a speaker near the ceiling. Ignores our bewilderment, pressing on.
君たちもお気づきの通
Sure you
り
noticed that
そのエレベーターを呼び出すためには鍵が必要。鍵が欲しければ
Everyone, you
俺
better
の
do what
言
I
うこと
say.
誰が従うものですか。
Posh outright rejects his demand. He holds her chin and thought for a moment, then immediately points toward the hallway.
奥のモニタールームにアナウンス用のゲート探偵はそこにいるにち。
待って家族ちゃん。あの下道ちゃんが無策で慌てて向かえば足元。
確かにその通りですわね。
でもだからって罠を警戒しながらモニター。
もう下道探偵の好きにはさせない。僕がこんな時のために新たな捕獲用のフレンズビリビ。
文学さんと美食さんはこの場に残ってエレベーター。
ええ、任されたわ。
皆さん気をつけてください。
We instantly spring into action, not even waiting for Renegade to close out his announcement. Even as we move, his banter continues.
おいおい、人の話を落ち着いて聞くこともできないのかな。
Can you wait patiently for
困
all
っ
of
た
his
もの
finish?
だね。
Gosh, you're such a
そ
troublesome
んな
bum.
悪い子たちには
Yes
お
to
仕置きが
respect for
必
getting
要
a new
だな。
punishment. You best be
気
mindful
をつ
around
け
the
て
way
こちら
over.
へ来るといい。君たちには
Not
最
like
初
you
から
got a
選
choice.
択肢なんてない
Haven't
んだ
finished
よ。
that?
モニタールームの前まで。
You're outside the control room.
罠の一つもなかったね。
You're safely arrived at the control room. The trip here may have been quick and painless, but not only serves to put you on edge. Is it just a bluff? Even so, such little time has passed since Renegade's message, and there must still be something behind these doors.
妙ですね。ここまずは僕が様子を見てみるよ。
気をつけてね、飛躍くん。危険な。
絶対に逃がしませんわよ、下道探偵。
With that, Dolphin enters the control room. A moment later, he comes right back out with an astonished look on his face.
どうしたの飛躍くん。
下道探偵がどこにもいないんだ。
Dolphin holds out a brown teddy bear. Seems like an ordinary stuffed animal at a glance, but upon close inspection, it holds some sort of device in it.
あらあら、可愛らしい。その子が抱えているもの。
本当だ。
Oh, you're right, it's still powered on even.
僕に貸してください。きっと下道、僕は分析してなんとか居場所。
A dreadfully gleeful voice sounds out from the other end of the transceiver. It's not even a renegade detective, of course.
いやー、すまないね。俺はこう見えてもテディベアのゲドちゃんだ。
要求は何なんだ。
Just tell us what you want, renegade detective.
お前の
We trade us
要
the
求を
elevator key if we do what you
エレ
ask.
ベーターの
Right?
話、無能君。君と1対1で。
そんな要求断固。
家族さん。
With ferociously wild eyes, Posh naps the teddy transceiver from Dolphus' hands and shouts angrily into it.
ゲート探偵、あなたが何を考えているか。あなたのような殺人鬼のもとへ。
Renegade's harsh, staticky laughter echoes through the hallway. And at the moment, my vision flickers. The denouement has been triggered.
最後にいいことを教えてあげるよ。残念ながら分解の方法はわからなかったけど。
家族さん、そのクマから嫌な気配が。
As Dolpho shrieks, the bear detonates in Posh's hands. That's the vision I'm shown. Still time to act. I lurch forward, snatch the teddy from Posh's grasp. Immediately launch it as far as I can.
家族さん。
Posh, take cover! And the bear detonates mere seconds after it leaves my hand. Whoa! The scorching shock of the explosion flings us into a heap on the ground. Cough at the smoke. There's a sharp pain where sharpness has pierced my arm.
けど探偵
Renegade detective. Despite my injured arm, I managed to hold myself to my feet. I can hardly believe it. Even a moment later, and Posh would have died. That the rest of us would have escaped unscathed either.
みんな大丈夫怪我はない
僕は平気です。私も平気ですわ。
君たちの後ろさあ避けてみなよ
Renegade brandishes his knife and swings it sideways in our direction. Crap! I won't be able to avoid it. Next thing I know, Posh shoves me aside, suddenly tumbling back to the ground. Blood soon trickles from our arm as she takes the attack in my place.
家族さん
Posh! My heart leaps down my chest. As the events unfold, however, a familiar voice rings through my head. Seen this before, but something's off. Psycho isn't bleeding.
佐藤君が死んだら
Psycho calls out my name, weeping profusely. That's funny. This scene usually plays out the exact opposite way. Suddenly it's as if I'm the one who died. My mind snaps back to reality. Inhale sharply, stunned and shocked by the view I'm met with. Right in front of me, Renegade has an arm wrapped around Posh's neck, his knife pressed against her cheek. Posh shielded me, and now vivid red blood is seeping from a wounded arm. Cut doesn't look deep, but how much blood loss is definitely a cause for concern. Gotta treat it the right way.
探偵
Renegade, where the hell were you hiding?
すぐ横の研究室さ人の行動を誘導するコツは分かりやすいゴールを用意してあんなアナウンスを聞けばモニタールームを調べるまでは他の部屋に目もくれなくなって当然だよねこれでもう交渉なんてまどろっこしいことさあ無能君
Fine, I'll do whatever you say, just that Posh.
いけませんわ、無能さん。
Posh quickly cuts me.
あなたと科学さんは飛脚さんを連れて
でも
でももカルダモもありませんわ。
Posh, I'm the ideal detective, not you.
さすがは家族ちゃん素敵な胆力ださすがは家族ちゃんさすがは家族
その
Oh,
鍵っ
whatever
て床に転がっているあれかしら。
えこの鍵は
下道探偵ともあろう人が大事なものをポケッさん、無能さん、その鍵を持ってお逃げなさい。八つ崎工事件もきっと解決
でもいいのかな他のみんなが逃げたら
そうですよ家族さん
怖いに決まっていますわ。ですが死よりもっと恐ろしいのは私は偉大なるピンカートン家の
Posh, I recall the discussion I had with work colleagues regarding the plank of Canadians. Sacrificing another to save oneself. Is that the right choice? No one can really say. Being Posh so prepared to give her life for hours, I'm suddenly struck by realization. This is what an ideal detective truly looks
下
like.
道探偵、あなただけ
Techie aims his pistol-shaped mech at Renegade Detective.
少しでも動けば撃ちます。
おーっと銃型のフレンズかその子
撃つって
この数日で随分と成長したみたいだけど武装ちゃんを失ったばかりの君にそのステージは無能君今から1時間後その鍵を俺が脅しでこんなことを
I don't need anyone to see the brave sincerity in his eyes. In 1 hour he lent Posh's life, precisely as he stated. I haven't known him long, I'm already well acquainted in this man's brand of cruelty.
必ず行く
I'll be there, I promise. But don't you dare lay a single
傷
finger
一
on
つつけるな
Posh.
バカ庶民、私のことなど
いい返答だ
待て。
Techie attempts to keep his stun gun sights on the fleeing renegade detective. Before he can even pull the trigger, Renegade has already disappeared down the hall, dragging Posh along with him.
あれ
Dolfo comes to, anxiously asking about Posh as he scans the vicinity. Neither Techie nor myself can muster a reply. All I can do is stand there, disgusted by my helplessness. Returning to the lobby, we recount the events of Gourmet and Bookworm who had been keeping watch.
本当に一人で向かう気なの？
はい。約束を守れば家族さんを殺すこと。
その後は下道探偵が君に何家族さんを救えたって君が死んでしまったら意味がない。
下道探偵が僕を本気で殺すつもりなら。
無能さん、どうかこれを。白い SPX の針を参考に射程距離は2メートルほどと。
ありがとう、科学君。
でも僕には撃てませんね。また心の中を全て見透かされて。
他者を傷つけることを恐れる生き物は人間誰かが死ぬことに、誰かを傷つけることに恐怖する気持ちが。科学探偵、あなたは。
僕も文学さんと同意見で誰かを傷つける覚悟なんかより、誰かと笑い合って誰かの。
文学さん、無能さん。
Hiding his face, Techie shed silent tears. Renegade detective must have really gone to him. Undoubtedly more bitter, challenging obstacles that await him in the future. But now he'll overcome it all, because Techie already has the strength to admit his vulnerability and share his honest
無能
findings.
探偵、人手なしの下道探偵の。
任せて。
Yeah, you can have that. I'll give him good. Techie's safe and everyone else's.
あいつに手痛い。
The appointed time has arrived. I ask the others to wait in the lobby, then head alone to the archives, our designated meeting spot.
なんとか間に合ったようだね。
ホームズさん。
For the first time in about a day, Holmes appears before me.
どうしてずっと姿を見せなかったんで。
すまない。残留思念なのにおかしな話だ。今は下道探偵から家族くんを救
ええ。力を貸してください。
もちろんだよ。他の下道探偵と決着をつけたら私の知るすべてを話そう。
はい。
Together, Holmes and I into the archives. Renegade rises from his chair, clearly sick of waiting. He points his knife at me, the corner of his mouth quirked upward into a smile.
来てくれると思っていた
I
よ。
knew you'd come
無
in
能
contact.
君。
You're the exact type of detective
Yeah,
I called you for. The knife's point glints in the light. My heart beats on the side of its icy shine, pale like moonbeams. It's impossible to remove myself from life or death reality in this situation.
なぜ来ましたの？あれほど。
家族さんにかばってもらって分かつ僕が目指すのは、目の前で溺れている人。
無能さん。
下道探偵。エレベーターの鍵は持って
ああ、いいさ。俺の横のデスクに置くから。
僕を出入り口から遠ざけた上で。
それくらいは当然の権利だろ。君らは今俺にも少しくらい希望。
鍵を置いたよ。移動を始めよ
いいね。いい、言われた通りにしよ
う。では。
Here's my forehead with so much force on my entire head feels like it's going off. Once I return to reality, I jerk my body to the side, quickly ducking my head so that the blade only nearly grazes the tip of my nose. That's close, didn't expect the knife to fire me like that. If I was dead anymore, there's no question I'll be dead right now.
今君はナイフの刃が飛ぶ前から動き出していた。この無能君は時折君も理想探偵と同一。
そんなわけがないだろう。
Yeah, right, as if. I mean for the key to push his cuffs and quickly snatch it off. Renegade detective, on the other hand, saunters over at his leisure, facing handing the elevator key. Exchange is complete, but the others are still guarding the front of the elevator. I can't get away that easily, so I'll free Posh and get us back to the lobby.
来ちゃいけませんわ。早く
家族。
ああ、言います。彼女の手には俺とお揃いの首輪をつけてやる。な。
Looking closely, I can see something wrapped on Posh's wrist that resembles the device on Renegade's neck. No way, is he kidding me right now?
はったりでないことはさっきの爆発でよーくわかっているだろう。俺が条件を満たせば。
やめろ。どうしてここまでひどいことができるんだよ。
復讐？君は本気で俺がそん。
じゃあ何なんだよ。機密警察を前身とする探偵同盟に復讐したい気持ちはわかるけど、
君らしくもない偶然、俺にとって大切なの。
嘘をつけ。お前は実際社畜さんを。
別に復讐したつもりなんてないよ。社畜探偵は見事家族ちゃんの首輪を解除してほしい。でも俺はそんな君に対して殺す気で抵抗する。
隠している能力。
Has Renegade Detective realized I'm able to use his enema? That can't be. I mean, it took me a long time to start accepting the idea. It's my ability, as if anyone would be so quick to believe something this far-fetched.
リーダー命令ですわ。あなたは探偵家業に身を投じたその瞬間から死ぬ覚悟はできていますわ。
Her expression shows no trace of sorrow or fear, given her circumstances. The strength of tank is incredible. Should I try? Really, you don't have invincible particularly?
ああ、いいね。でも果たして仲間の命を見、君はさっき自分の船板を差し出すと言っている。
勘違いするなよ。船板を誰かを犠牲にして生き残るなんてごめんだ。どちらが生き残ったってひどいことだとバカにする。それ
Yeah,
が
what can you say for sure that it's Striker? Remember, you just got the vision where's the way round.
最高。
無能さん、ゲートを叩く。
家族さん、危ないので。
無能さん。
へえ。そのでも手が震えているよ。
隠したって無駄だろうね。
Yes, yes, you're really
や
stupid.
っぱり
Come on,
君は
let's have some fun. My chest feels like it's about to burst. Cold sweat drip streams on my skin. I lose focus, my legs will start wobbling.
私がついてる。
Holmes moves closer to my side.
さあ、反撃開始といこう。
My first battle for life and death begins.
思ったよりいい反応じゃないか。よほどいい先生に教わったらしいね。でもどこかで反撃に転じないと押し切られてしまうよ。もしかして
Renegade Detective Chat's casually as he slashes about, and here I am at my absolute limit. What is this guy? I'm already well aware, but this one truly has no qualms about killing, despite his constant insistence that life holds precious value. There's one person I don't think I'll ever see eye to eye with. Just one hit. Just need to get one hit in. Need to find an opening somewhere. Renegade slashes my right abdomen, and fresh blood sprays in my field of view. It's bad for my
落ち
consciousness.
着け。それはエンドシーイングで。
Yeah, of course it wasn't. Right abdomen, that was it. I just managed to block his attack. Without Denimon, it would have killed me. Fuck. My leg! My throat.
急に動きが良くなった。
慌てるな、バタフ。エンドシーイングの発動状態。はい。ナイフを水平につくとは恐ろしいことをする。避けきれない。どうする。避けなくてもいい。直線的な攻撃は一石を手上で受け流すんだ。
I don't stop knife, but allow the tip of its blade to slip through the cuffs, redirecting it. Renegade's arm is outstretched, leaving him defenseless. He leaps towards me. As Holmes says this, I twist the handcuffs chain around his wrist and roll my weight into my hips and jerk sharply. I swing my arms at full strength like a hammer, leaving Renegade off balance as he's caught in the shackles. Then I slam his body into a nearby table. He rolls to the floor among the broken table legs. While keeping my eyes trained on him, I steady my ragged breath. The blood drips from my nose, with my vision swimming and my head pounding. I barely stop myself from crying out in pain. Yeah, I'll manage. Following Holmes' suggestion, I begin to take the stun gun out of my pocket, but then...
Oh, よせ。これ以上。
ああ、そう
だね。分かってるならもうやめろ。
さあ、ホームズに無様に捕まった時から長年解き続けたパズルのラストピースが見つかった。
まさかあいつはやつ
分かって
His words leave me tongue-tied. For a moment I think he may be up to his usual tricks, but I don't get the sense that he's joking. Don't tell me he actually...
別に大した話じゃない。世界でも数えるほどその力を恐れたからこそ俺の最もその原理は知られ
有名な話。
Famous? Is that true?
事実だよ。トップシークレットだから。外道探偵が言った以上、明けぬ夜が本気で私一人をそれに厄介なのはエンドシーイングの
俺はこの数年でもそんな俺のすぐに分かったよ。君は理想探偵と同じ力を持った後継者。なぜ俺は彼女にホームズは自分
Renegade tackled maniacally. I'm unable to shake the feeling that my ability has been revealed to the worst possible person. Yet again, I can only consider what a monster this individual can be.
そのような妄言を真に受けちゃいけ。
さて、君にとっては残念。君の力はよーく分かった。死を予知するという。
Unable to stand, I crumple to my knees. Hurts, my wounds are burning as if they're on fire. I can't keep my head straight with really intense searing pain. My consciousness begins to slip and my vision grows cloudy. I can't find the strength to stand.
立ちなさい、ワト君。気をしっかりと持つんだ。
もう終わりかい？で、
Their voices sound distant now. Soaked in hot sweat mingles with my blood, making my whole body feel like a thick puddle of liquid. The sensation is familiar. That's right, how could I have forgotten for so long? It hurts, it's burning, I'm burning up, it's horrific, it's miserable, it's cold, it's frustrating. I'm angry, enraged, yelling, crying, praying, hoping, begging, envious. Yeah. Can you remember? I really have felt this all before. I'm walking through the labyrinth of Psycha. This is already my third time. I've gone pretty used to it, so I've progressed as much faster than before. I sense something's different than usual. That something's not quite right. I scan our surroundings carefully until I notice the air right in front of us, gently quivering like the air around the little lip burner. Psycha, hide! There's something here! I mean, I can't either, but I can feel it. If we keep going, we'll die. That's when it started. From that moment on, I occasionally see glimpses of future tragedies that could occur. No matter what trap I encounter in the maze, I always manage to slip through. Since I also got my weight, hope the others subjected to the experiments, they've given me the ridiculous nickname Ideal. Psycha's worry shows in her voice. I'm gonna be the hero she sees me as. Yes, I gotta be a great detective like the legendary Sherlock Holmes. Come on, it's how meant to do this, Psycha. I imitate our beloved Sherlock, hoping to inspire her trust. They're watching us with cameras, that means there must be secret passages for the staff fees if something goes wrong. I already found some clues in about this, so if we can find them out, and facts us from those paths, we should be able to escape. Psycha beams happily. That's a relief. Seems that helped to put our mind at ease a bit. Good. This is the only way we're going to pull this off. Well, honestly, I'm terrified. Even if we manage to find a passage, who knows what we might run into. Still, this is my only hope for saving. Okay, Psycha, leave it to me, the ideal detective. No matter what happens, I'll reverse this tragedy. I promise you that. And so the time came to put our plan into action. Just as we hoped, we find the hidden path and follow it to a location we'd regularly never be able to access. But soon there's a mech we've never seen before. And like the rest, this one pursues us relentlessly, no matter how hard we try to shake it. Why is it pulling us like this? I quickly shield Psycha, taking a direct slash from the red machine's blade. I feel my body rapidly losing blood. The fresh cup burns like I'm in some fire. My chest grows heavy as a chill comes over me. Into my young mind, I recognize that this must be what dying feels like. Sorry, Psycha, I couldn't protect you. I hear Psycha's distraught voice as my consciousness fades. Tears stream down her face as she stares at me, and the tears suddenly stop. Hey, you can hear me, right? Oh wait, that's Psycha. There we go! I'll even take his place. That's how she's became ideal detective. I make an effort to extend my nearly bloodless hand towards Psycha. She takes it in hers, flashes a wide grin, and speaks to me directly. My consciousness whites out again. When I come to, the enemies before me.
そろそろ足の一本でももらっておこう
Well
か
then, the
な。
Star Tower took off on his feet. Renegade lifts his knife with a grin. Within a flash, he managed to catch his blade with a handcuff. Hey, being faster? What's the deal? Aren't you supposed to be dying? This is nothing. Rather, I realize I've been holding back up till now. Warmth slowly returns to my chilled, anemic body. Now I understand why Holmes, no, Psycho, had been so evasive about our past. It's only natural, as if she could just say something like, I was saved because I took your place, or been living in your stead ever since. Of course you feel driven by guilt. No way she'd be able to share any of that with me. She didn't protect me from the very start. That image of Psycho had been burned in my mind. It was a Denmark vision all along. I didn't realize it sooner. What's with the soliloquy? Starting losing from all that blood loss. That's right. With his knife still trapped, I rammed the tip of my foot into Renegade's unguarded stomach. He gasped from the impact. It's a direct hit. He backs off a little before raising his knife once again. Though his expression doesn't change, sweat covers his brow. I believe you're finally fighting with the intent to kill me, aren't you? You really think I'd stoop so low? I refuse to take a life, even from a renegade like you. Well, isn't that sweet? As he guns for me, I bring the handcuffs down on him with all my might. The renegade detective's knife nicks my shoulder, drawing more blood. At the same time, however, my fist strikes his forehead, flinging him into a nearby bookshelf. Just as planned, if I tried to block, there's no way I could have read his movements. But since he wasn't trying to kill me, I didn't need to stop him. You workaholic are right, maybe I'm too nice. Maybe I'm a coward who isn't prepared to take the life of another. But even so, I've been grappling with the idea this whole time in order to stop someone dangerous. Is it truly necessary to kill, to end their life? But now I finally found my answer. Even so, I'm ready to put my life on the line with all I can. From beside me, Psycho calls out my name. She can't read my mind, so she must realize without me saying anything. Remember it all, including the reality that 10 years ago, Psycho saved my life by taking the title of Ideal Detective herself. This whole time, I thought I'd failed to rescue her. In a way, I had actually sacrificed Psycho in order to survive. I feel a tinge of despair at how conveniently you twisted my memories. Still, there's no time to wallow. I speak as if trying to convince myself. That's right, what I need to do now is stop the menace in front of me. As the original Ideal Detective, this is my duty. Turns out half-assed measures won't cut it. Time to do what I was doing before, aiming to kill. Your predictions seem like they take a toll. Wonder who'll hold out longer. As declared, Renegade Detective draws near me with his knife at the ready. If he's soundly using lethal force, I should be able to use the dynamite. Our next exchange might be the deciding factor. Now I just need to hang him in there and trust that I find the chance to come in. Left, he's going left. I prepare for the strike and move my cuffs to the left. The clash of metal makes my ears ring. If I hadn't done it, if I hadn't seen the future, my ear would have been cut clean off. I don't let his feint fool me and instead manage a right hand to block my cuff. But the shock of the blow is more than I can handle, forcing on my knees to the floor. Without pause, Renegade Detective punches down and slips past my guard. No way he'd miss an opportunity like this. The knife is thrust straight towards me. In my current position, there's no escape. It's easy to fend off. It keeps manipulating others to provide a clear protect. That's what you said, isn't it? I took a knee on purpose. in this position. My aim is more stable, but more importantly, he drew my enemy closer of his own accord. Attacking with a knife brought him within 2 meters of the range of my weapon. It's over. Stop it or shoot. Renegade ignores my warning and lunges forward. Without hesitation, I pull the trigger. Damn it, it's not gone. Are they really hurtful? Let me just say something like that. Upon taking the shot, here gunpowder tonight. The spikes shoot from the chamber and bore into Renegade's stomach. His entire body convulses wildly. His whole frame leans, but doesn't fall. He advances, erratic step after erratic step, grinning as he peers down at me. As if a bastard like you would die from a stun gun. I must voice the fall, but managed to stop myself. He's lost an arm and a substantial amount of blood. His body just took a huge shock, and yet he's still standing, stubbornly pursuing the ideal detective. Struck by a feeling when I consider that his life has also been upended by an ideal detective. Not sympathy or kinship, but something else. So out of earshot, I whisper to him quietly. I'll check your answers for you. No, we can sense death. Just as you suspected. That's how I knew pulling this trigger wouldn't kill you. Does that work for your final piece or whatever?
そうか。感謝するよ、無能くん。
One more inbound.